Hey, history lives in the Lakers. You got Kobe, Magic, Kareem, the greats. And now with LeBron and Luka, we are witnessing history being made right now. The excitement never ends, and every bounce, every bucket, every moment seems to get even more exciting. Bask in the glory of @Lakers YouTube and subscribe right now.
1 out of 2 for Jake. Lakers with a 1-point lead under a minute to go 31st.
It's been tied the entire way. We've been tied 6 times. Biggest lead has been 5 by the Lakers. Now, playing. And that is the first Portland lead of the night.
That was all set up by Harden. Always just going to put you in. Always. And Coloco's slow to get up.
Caleb Love was the one who made the mistake there. Yeah, you can see he's hurting a little bit.
And he's the guy that touched it last, and then there was the collision. Coloco's still holding on to that left shoulder area.
Caleb's on a 2-way contract with Rip City and the Blazers. He played at U of A, Arizona for a couple of years. And DeAndre Ayton plays for U of A. And a rainbow is down. And that should end the quarter. They go length of the court. And that's it with a 4-point Portland lead.
Yeah, when the Lakers had to go to their bench, their productivity kind of took a dive. Allow Portland to get back into the game and back into the lead. So we'll head to the second with the Blazers up 28-24.
Transition. Change from one state to another. Defense, offense, static to motion. To progress and make progress takes passion, determination, motivation. Nothing but sports.
Changed forever. During the pandemic, all of our lives changed, and many of us turned to alcohol and drugs to cope. As life returns to normal, the increase in substance use from COVID has lingered, and some police services now, more than ever, we need your commitment to never drive impaired, and to encourage all of your family and friends to do the same. Together,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Cade York to kick off.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Steady.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Ready? Cowboy, back up. Warrior 70.
Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Pass ball 80. Come 19. Come 19.
Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Colt defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars 0. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. The Colts hit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Richardson out of the shotgun. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. And Mitchell, a 20-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 3. Dave York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
On first down, right back to ETN. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Panther 60, Panther, Deputy Lions.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Jags have cut it back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Jaguars 10. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
65, at ease.
Now it's Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Cowboy 8, trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
Now Lawrence. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19. Pioneer. 19 Lions.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
In motion right is Thomas.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, ready.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Taken in at the 11. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Cup 19. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mitchell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here we go as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stat.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team, because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Lawrence will throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ready, break. Let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll try and do this himself. And that went off the mark, a little late with the throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Richardson. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He'll try to do it himself. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 33 yards. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Colts 21. Jaguars 19. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards that time on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Jaguars 19. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Rig alert! Check, Panther! Check, smash! Check, smash!
Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Cougar 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! 18, 5 in!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
ETN up the middle, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
And
they'll run with ETN. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Brings up second and goal.
well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Jaguars 26. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles? Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Richardson working from the gun.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Jaguars 26. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hot 70.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Come on. 18, 5 in.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And they work this right upfield across the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Get it. Liking 18. Steady.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And Indiana Bags been able to get it up past the 45.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Cougar Night, Bronco 80, go!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
A 7-yard
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Got it, ready?
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Richardson looking to throw it. The 20, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Jaguars 33. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler.
Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
60, trap 60.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Lawrence looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Panther 11. Let's go. Cook, 79 Broncos. Warriors, 70.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that flag will set them back 5 yards. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Colts, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.